Hello to all the Sagittarians. Hello and welcome to this general horoscope video of Sagittarius for the month of November 2012. It is a fascinating month, I think, for all the signs, but also for Sagittarius. And why is that? There are two key things going on, and that is the Mercury retrograde and the solar eclipse that I'm going to talk about. But first of all, the Mercury retrograde. So the month begins with Mercury in your sign, which means that you are communicative. You want to spread a word, no matter what you do or no matter who you are. You want to share your thoughts with other people. But there's a shift going on. As from the 6th to 7th of November, Mercury goes retrograde until around the 27th of November, and it goes back into your 12th house of Scorpio. What does this all mean? It means that the focus, your mind focus, is going to shift from what I just said towards the more introvert 12th house. So a lot of Sagittarians who have these planets, this Mercury in the 12th house, will notice a shift of focus towards a very much more, a very deeper level, because it's Scorpio. So again, it will mean that it doesn't have to say Mercury retrogrades don't have to be negative. I think when you are a Sagittarius, a lot of Sagittarians have Mercury in Sagittarius. And that is not the easiest position to have, because Mercury likes the details and likes to analyze. And, you know, Sagittarians mostly have a broad view on things. And so this Mercury retrograde doesn't necessarily have to be difficult for you, but it surely shows that it's just a good thing to pause a little bit and to rethink things that you've been doing last month. So the 12th house is an unconscious house, and it's also a house of privacy. So I think Sagittarius, you had that Mercury in your sign. You also have Mars in your sign, and still have Mars in your sign. So it's a bit contradictory that when Mars is in your sign, you put action, but the thinking level is very much Sherlock Holmes-like. You know, digging deep into stuff and trying to understand what's going on a very deep level. That's basically what is going to happen. Now, it suits very well with the solar eclipse, because the solar eclipse that is going to happen on the 13th of November is also in your 12th house in Scorpio. So again, the emphasis on taking a break, and emphasis on rethink what you've been doing. Stay active, because Mars is still in your sign until, I'm going to take a look, until the 18th. So in the beginning of the month, the first 2 weeks is especially, it's like you need to take action, but on the other hand, you need to think very good before you act. I think it's a bit like that. Now, the solar eclipse is happening on the 13th of November, but it doesn't mean to say that bang on the 13th you're going to sense something. It's not happening like that at all. I explained in detail all about solar eclipses and also about this solar eclipse, and I have put a link underneath, because it's so important to understand these eclipses, which are not happening randomly, which belong to a certain family that is called the Cyrus family. So they are an element of the whole. And sometimes we have eclipses occurring that are challenging, that have the flavor, the characteristic of separation or anything like that. And at other times, like this time, it is an eclipse that is more positive. This one is a very positive eclipse. And the flavor is about two things: commitment and joy. Now, joy, I think most Sagittarians like to enjoy themselves. And it's also about commitment and connecting. So this is in general for all the signs, but for you it's happening in that 12th house. So yes, you are going to do, I think a lot of Sagittarians are going to put a lot of effort towards committing themselves, maybe related to ideas, maybe related to the other person that is significant for you in your life, because Mercury rules the 7th house. Maybe you're going to do a lot of work behind the scenes, and that is going to give you a new beginning towards maybe a spiritual opening even, because the 12th house is a spiritual house. It's also a house of letting go of what you need to let go of, and which won't be easy at first because it's in Scorpio, so it's a deep process that is going on, and but a very interesting one. So if you want to know more in detail about this eclipse, check out the other video. And if you do your work behind the scenes, your thinking behind the scenes, there will be new beginnings, considering that that trust in life, and considering you belonging to something more, you belonging to all that is. Actually, that sounds very spiritual, doesn't it? Or philosophically, but I think most Sagittarians do like that. Now, thank you for watching, Sagittarius, and have a good November month, have a good solar eclipse, and see you next month. Bye bye.